but my hair completely broke off. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ebony and this video is going to be another hair horror story. It's going to be a lot shorter than the other one because not that much happened, but you will find out it is bad, something that happened, and it wasn't at a salon. But before I get started, I just want to tell you guys that one, I have a Facebook like page for my hair channel now. So if you guys had any questions about my hair regimen, or if you had any questions or wanted my opinion on your hair regimen, you can always hit me up there. If it's, you know, too crowded in the comment section for you here on YouTube, or if you just wanted to personally get directly to me, you can always check out that. So I'll leave the link below. Two, a lot of you may know like I said, have my Snapchat live together, so you can always follow me there. I can leave that link somewhere in the video also. And three, it's my birthday, so I'm recording this now. By the time it gets up, it'll probably be the day after my birthday, which is December 16th, but today is December 15th and I'm officially 26. So yay, I made it another year. I'm pushing 30 at this point. I'm okay with all of that. God is still good, no complaints. So now on for some complaining. So this hair horror story, like I told you guys, did not happen in a salon. What officially did happen though, this was a long time ago, so some of the details are a little fuzzy, but I remember the results of exactly what happened because it freaked me out so bad. So back when I was getting relaxers on a regular basis, my hair never really broke off. I've never had any substantial breakage. Like, my hair just didn't start breaking off for no reason. I would have to do something severe to it to get it to break off. So I knew that this had to be because of these braids that I had in. Now, I live in a predominantly Caucasian area, so in order for me to get like access to black hair care products back when I was growing up was like few and far in between. It just was not accessible. We had to drive like 45 minutes to the nearest Walgreens that had a black hair care section. It was just very non-available, like at all. And when I had gone to Virginia, one of my cousins, hey Stephanie, this is back in high school. This was, I believe, 8th grade, 10th grade. I'm gonna go with 8th grade. Yep, 8th grade. I had gotten these like cornrows put in, and she put them in and everything was cool, no big deal. I went to my, I don't know why we were celebrating. I guess it was like 8th grade graduation party situation, and we got in the pool, so there was chlorine and everything, and you know, it's the summertime, so I didn't, it's like whatever, who cares. Like, I've had my hair in like regular braids without any kind of extensions in there before. Now I can insert a picture, hopefully I still have one, but I can insert a picture of how I got my hair braided, and everything was perfectly fine. Like, I had no issues, as it was synthetic hair also, so I had no issues when the braids were actually going in. When I got these braids taken out, and this is not a reflection of what my cousin did to my hair, it is just the amount of breakage that happened. Now, my front, like the front part of my hair area here, I guess like right before my ear, is extremely sensitive. Now, I think it's extremely sensitive for most people, but mine is just like so sensitive, and even my hair is just more delicate there. I know that whenever I did Texlax or get relaxers, that was always the part that like processed the quickest, because I think those hairs are a lot finer also. I had taken all of the braids out, and literally, like, I don't know if it was an allergic reaction to the synthetic hair, or, you know, like if we needed to wash it or whatever the case was, but my hair completely broke off. All of it. All of it. All of it. It was like super short in the front here, and like the rest of my hair was like decently like long and like its regular length in the back. And I was like, what? happened because I had never experienced any kind of breakage like that before, and it scared the heck out of me. I'm like, I don't understand. What happened to my hair? What happened to my hair? And so for the longest time, it took me probably about 2 years to grow back all of the hair in the front, like in this front section, so that it reached like the regular length of my hair. And at the time it was about like armpit length. That's where my hair had been most of my relaxed life, most of my life in general. But yeah, I was pretty traumatized. For the most part, you couldn't really tell. It kind of just looked like there were layers like framing my face, but it still looked like relatively thin. I just kind of tried to grow it out, and it eventually came back, but it was pretty ugly for a while, and I wore a lot of ponytails in between time, and I just kind of like slicked it back and didn't do a whole bunch to it after that. Since this experience was so traumatizing, I think I got braids done one other time in my life, and that I believe was with human hair, which was a lot better experience for me. But that was it. I just felt like braids never really did well in my hair. I don't know why, but they just didn't do that well, so I kind of stayed away from them as any kind of protective styling. I just ran in the other direction. Also, because of that synthetic hair experience or any kind of like extension hair, the most I've ever gotten with extensions or like fake hair, like gotten into fake hair, is like those phony ponies. You know, if you put your hair in a ponytail and then it has the little net and you put it on the back and you pull the drawstring, then you wrap it around. That's like all that I ever did. I've never had a weave in my life. I've never done like clip-in extensions or anything. I wanted to try a wig, but I always felt like my hair wouldn't fit up underneath it. And again, I don't really want to put my hair in like cornrows like that. So yeah. A lot of my friends are always shocked. They're always like, what? I've never met a black girl who's never had a weave before. And to be completely honest, like, I feel like I would have had one by now. I'm just cheap. I do not want to pay that price tag. Like, you could give me money to get a weave done and I would make up every other reason in the world to not spend it on hair. I just refuse to do that. I'm probably more on the product junkie side of things than I am on the weaveaholic side of things. Like, I would go into the hair store and get a whole bunch of products, but you couldn't get me to buy hair. Like, not for the price of the hair and the install. Oh no, we're not about to do that. But we are gonna invest in this deep conditioner for $50. Anyway, yeah, I'm really cheap. So word to the wise, if you do get any kind of like synthetic braids put in your hair, and not to say that they were put in too tight, or if you go swimming in chlorine or anything else, like, take extreme care of your hair. I felt like I had done a really good job at taking care of my hair while I was in the braids, but it still clearly wasn't enough. So that was a pretty major setback. For the most part, you couldn't really tell, but I held off on the relaxer for a while because of that reason. So yes, that is my hair braiding breakage story. I hope you all enjoyed it. This one was a lot shorter, a lot sweeter. So give this video a thumbs up if you want to see any more of these kinds of videos. I do still have other hair horror stories of things that have happened to this one head of hair. I do have a video coming soon. It is my transition update number 3. Yeah, buddy. So stay tuned for that. And check out my Facebook like page for my hair. Again, that link is in the D bar. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. If the comb hit my scalp, I would start crying. Like, it was just awful. And then, like, anytime I went like this, hair falling out, falling out, falling out. I'm like, oh my God, what did this woman do to my hair?